Hello everyone, welcome, my name's Untogether, welcome to this, another one of our Geoguessr challenges, where I spot my way around the world and try not to make an idiot of myself, which is surprisingly difficult, funnily enough. If I've learned one thing, it's surprisingly how difficult it is to not make yourself look stupid. So, where are we right now? Well, immediately, I don't think we're in the US, simply because we have a white road marking. A broken white line down the middle of the road tells us I don't think we're in the USA. Theirs tend to be yellow and solid. Beautiful place for a start. I really enjoy the mountains. I really like being in the mountains, being out and just seeing all this stuff. So yeah, wherever this is, I want to go there. I know that much. So let's spot up the road and we'll see. Jump to the other side of the road and we'll see if we can see things. So a couple of places kind of spring to mind as to where we might be. And both of those places are now out of my head, because I was thinking South Africa, but I was also thinking possibly Canada. But then that there leads me to think we're in neither of those places, so perhaps we are somewhere in South America. And South America's a big old place, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to narrow this down, but we will have a look and we will see how we can do. So for those of you who perhaps haven't been here before, I'll set my mark for these challenges anyway, where we just let Geoguessr drop us at 5 random places. Agua. Okay. Now I have no idea, what that would be for, and I have lost sight of it. Agua. Wow, not something I've ever seen before. Okay. Something there with a solar panel on, so obviously they need power for something. It needs to be self-powered. But wow. Okay. And again, there's this area here, but no way to get in there. You get in here, but you're not going to drive up that. Well, okay. I'm confused. Anyway, as I was saying, for these challenges, for these sorts of challenges, where Geoguessr drops us in, and quite often you can wind up like this on a long road in the middle of kind of nowhere. 10,000 points. Another one on the other side. 10,000 points is my mark. I think if you can get 10,000, 2,000 points ago, 5 goes, you're probably not doing that badly. Less than that, you're probably an idiot, or more of an idiot than normal. Rotondo. See, again, you can sometimes tell a lot of these take place in Brazil, because Brazil is such a huge country, compared to obviously in Brazil they speak Portuguese, whereas in the rest of South America generally they tend to speak Spanish. I don't know the difference, enough of a difference between Portuguese and Spanish. My languages aren't that good, as you know. I can barely speak English, let alone anything else. So I don't know if that's English or Spanish. English. No, it's definitely not English if it's Spanish or Portuguese. And I'm thinking, because I don't really recognise that Z, the Z, depending where you're from in there, kind of throws me. Which makes me think maybe it's Portuguese, because I'm not that familiar with it. But let's spot down the road here. There's a couple of signs. Oh, that wasn't a sign, that was a truck. Just for some reason in my mind, I've just said that was possibly Portuguese, but for some reason in my mind I'm thinking maybe Mexico. There's something down here a kilometre away, so let's spot down the road and let's see if we can't. It might have just been somewhere to turn around, but we've got some signs up here. Let's have a look at these. Right, let's say Acapulco. Back we come. Okay, Acapulco. So we're up here. I'm not entirely sure where Acapulco is. The Texan border, which of course is a huge border. The thing I really know about Acapulco is the song. I can probably not go Loco there if I don't even know where it is. So we've got Mexico to the right. Would this be the border crossing? Let's spin up a little way quickly. See, 110 kilometers an hour. So we're certainly not in the US yet. So I don't understand. That again says Mexico. Mexico and Acapulco. So, are we on this border down here? Why would you, unless it's Mexico City, of course. But why wouldn't it say Mexico City? Well, here's Acapulco. So that wasn't on the border then. So that must be signed for Mexico. That must be Mexico City. And this must be Acapulco. And this is 95D, which is this road here. So we're somewhere along this road. But it's a long road. So yeah, that's just those you can turn around because they've got the barriers down the centre of the road here. So we are somewhere down this road here. Now, unfortunately, so if they're signing both of those places, see, Acapulco isn't, obviously Mexico City is the big one. So I'm going to assume that we're down here somewhere, because otherwise if we were between here it would be signed Chilpancingo, sorry, my apologies for the pronunciation, but we'd be signed for here as opposed to Acapulco. So I want to drop a mark down in here. I think we're closer to here than we are to here. And let's have a look. That's my reasoning. Wow. A long way away in terms of that. So why weren't they signing this place? You go through here first. You go through this place first. And it turns out we were all the way up here. I suppose in these hills and mountains I probably should have seen this. But not bad. We got reasonably close there. 152 away. 2,900 points. That's not bad. So from one extreme to the other, in terms of weather, a nice icy cold lake. Woman with a backpack. The architecture here says to me it's kind of Scandinavia, but there are some signs, so let's see if we can't see a language. Nope. But that seems to say to me Scandinavia. Just this kind of architecture, the bright colours. They tend to be brightly painted, the houses. And a K extra. Risanen Oi seems to be where we are. So, looking at the vehicles as well. Yeah, certainly these are European style vehicles that you would buy, not big boxy things that you would see in the Americas. So let's spin up the road a little bit and let's just see if we can't narrow this down. See if we can get a country anywhere. Now, what I'm not seeing on that line, on the plate, the license plate, the number plate, is blue on this side. If it was blue on that side, it would tell me that the vehicle was registered within the EU, which would be Denmark, and that's about it really. Actually, of all these useful places, Sweden, are they in the EU yet? I don't know. Norway certainly isn't, and Finland certainly isn't either. We can't head up there. Let's keep going up the road. 80 kilometers per hour, of course. Here's a sign. What we always like. Everybody loves signs except when you fly past them. Imatra Sarkilati, nowhere that I've ever heard of. Sulkava. Sulkava. It sounds more Finnish than it does Swedish or Norwegian. But we know my apparent expertise with languages. So we're still going to go for that though. Now, a quick look around. I don't see a Sulkava anywhere around there, which is slightly unfortunate. So, bounce out. 438, again, yeah, the road numbering. So we come right in. So here, these roads don't even have a mark. Again, I think we could probably spot up and down Finland forever and not see anything. So I'm going to go for Finland. I'm going to go for the south of the country. I'm going to drop a mark here and we'll just see how close or otherwise we are. We were certainly Finland at least. Oh, there's Sulkava. So yeah, I would have had to gone in quite a way to see that. But still, another not bad guess, to be honest with you. If we can narrow these down to countries, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest with you. So then, 288 away, 2,600 points, that's 5,575. An immediate clue on our number 3, GmbH, is a German company, Hamburg. That's pretty big. Doesn't mean to say that this truck can't be driving through from somewhere else. So let's see if we can't. Now we're on the docks, we're relatively close to a dock. Does Hamburg have a dock? Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's right down the river, look. So Hamburg will have a port somewhere. We'll probably have lots of ports, but let's see. They're likely to be on and around this part here. Wasserbaustein, but we don't know if he's near to his offices or anything else. So let's spot up here and we'll just see if we can't. Harburger Schlossstrasse. That's probably going to be a bit tight for me to know. There's a Reichsstrasse. What was on there? Come on, back round, back round, back round. Harburger Schlossstrasse. I don't know how big this road is, you see. Lots of roads here, none of which seem to be the one that we're on. There's the Harburger Umberg. So I'm going to guess that it must come off of that road somewhere. And this is where it seems to cross the river. Harburger Schloss is here. So we've got to be around here somewhere, you would have thought, in a sensible world. Let's drop in a bit more. Harburger Schloss, Strauss, Hauptdeck. Man, my German's great. Hanover Strauss is the big road. Harburger Ring, but we know we're close to the dock, or we can see the berth. I just can't see this road around this place. Let's see. If we come up near the dock, we might get a berth number or a name or something. So let's keep going up here. Hamburger Sparkus. Okay. delicious. Come on, Hamburg. What's the name of this gaff? Sometimes these appear. Johans, is that? Unknown. Jump out to the main road. So that says Channel Hamburg. Again, I'm not sure that really is going to help us. Harburger Schlossstrasse again, that's that same road. And that comes out to there. Let's go back to our start location. I just want to see if I can pick up where this berth is, because that's quite a significant vessel. So to get that in there, that must be... Alright, you're going to have a tug that's going to bring him in and all the rest of it to berth it. But even so, that's quite a significant vessel to get in there. In fact, how does he even get out? Is that enclosed? They can't move this. This is a concrete road. And on the other side, what have we got over here? So there's our tug. Just got a couple of barges and stuff on this side. I mean, that looks permanently moored there. But we have cranes and other things. What's this building? Unknown. Doesn't tell us. Bureau Veritas. Can we see the Bureau Veritas anywhere? No. Well, I think, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to take a guess. We've pretty much narrowed it down, I think, to this part of the dock. The only place the road seems to cross is here, but I'm not seeing that huge body of water over there. So maybe it's up this road here somewhere. Maybe we're in there. I think we're more this side. Yeah, I think we're certainly this side of the river, just from the signs that we're seeing. Electric Museum, da, da, da. So I'm going to put a marker down. I'll put one down just here. So I'm finding it very difficult to narrow it down exactly as to where we are. But let's have a guess. 40 metres away. I didn't do badly at all. Alright, we were just in there, but I didn't quite see that huge body of water. In fact, didn't I say the road crosses here on one of these? So that's certainly where we were. Again, we probably could have got that down, but hey. 0.41, that's that 400 metres away. 6,444 points. We are doing well. 3 goes, 12,000 after 3 turns. We ain't done badly so far. So, where are we now? Ooh. Again, brightly coloured property. This is gorgeous. Look at that. That is fantastic. Imagine having that as your backyard. Wow. Okay, wherever this is, I want to go there again. If there's one thing doing this does, folks, it gives me great ideas for holidays. Elador, I think that says. So I'm not entirely sure. So let's come out and see if we can't see a sign. It'd be better here if there's a map on that thing. Fast Daisies, okay, don't know. That's just like the village thing. Wonder what that says. If we come away one, it won't be blocked. Guest hits. Okay, yes, I did say that. That language to me, don't. Maybe German again, maybe Austrian, Hungarian. I think it's certainly more that sort of Polish, even Czech. Certainly that sort of Central to Eastern Europe. I think we're right out here. I think we're in this part. So let's see if we can't come out of the village. Perhaps we'll see if we can get down the road somewhere. And maybe get assigned to somewhere a little bit bigger. that hopefully I might have heard of. Although, that doesn't look promising. What's this big old sign here going to say? Don't think that sign is copyright, Google. Really? You copyrighted Google? You copyrighted that advertising sign? I think that's perhaps a bit cheeky of you there, Sunshine. Come back this way. I want to see this. Ah, just at the wrong place to really see what that said, which is slightly unfortunate. So let's continue to spot up the road. Getting followed by that van there. Yeah, this is tricksy this one. Like I say, I'd like to be able to narrow things down to a country, but I think I'm going to find that kind of quite difficult here. Fogado, oh man, see that's thrown me completely now. Yep. Okay, don't know. See, Gasthof sounds German, Austrian. Fogado es Ethereum doesn't. So is that Polish? That might be a bit more Polish, perhaps, than German. I think we're getting to the sort of stage now where, in a moment at least, we're going to have to take a guess. Well, I might go Poland, simply for another reason that may or may not prove to be correct. Past that van with those three blokes in it a little while ago. In fact, here he is again. Oh no, he's an EU plate. See the tiny splash of blue just on the left on that number plate? That'll be the EU symbol. So wherever we are, we're in the EU. And Poland, they've been in for a while now, to be fair. Part of my brain tells me this is Austria, part of it tells me it's Poland, part of it. I don't think we're in Germany. I think we're a little way away from there. And then that almost looks Finnish or Swedish. More Finnish than anything else. So I'm going to say we're in Poland. Again, they're obviously taking lots of influence from everywhere. Let's have a quick nose. I just want to see. See, none of these places in their place names use that accented A or the O, which of course Lithuania does. So maybe Lithuania, maybe Latvia in that case, maybe Estonia. Okay, it's time to do one or get off the pot, as they say. I think we might be in Finland, just looking at that place name, but the other place names make me think it was more that influence. So I'm going to go right in the middle. I'm going to go for this part of Latvia. I don't think we're going to be massively close, but this is about as best as I can get. Let's have a look. That was Hungary. Wow, that really threw me. There we are, yeah. For our Geoguessr. Okay, still 1,000 kilometres, still over 2,000 points, so we didn't do badly. It was just trying to get the things there. So, mitten trailers, neck over trailers, highway 50. Okay, so here we go. let's have a nose up the road here. So I don't think, again, we're in the US. Oops. Although, I think we might be. And like clockwork, we get to the 5th choice and it starts to break on us. So do you know what? I've done this a few times now. Can I zoom into that? Just want to see what that sign says. Probably not. Not without it smashing on us. So do you know what? Highway 50. I'm going to think we're in Canada. And I'm going to go for a guess. I'm not even going to zoom in that much because I got to this point once last time and the whole thing crashed out on me. I don't know where Highway 50 goes, but I think we're somewhere close to the US border because of that. So I'm going to come over this side. I'm going to drop a mark here. Sorry folks, this is going to end rather abruptly, but let's make our guess. Wow, that was rubbish. Wow, okay. So, road markings threw me completely and away. 2,700 away, massively the wrong country. Still 1,800 points. So, let's hopefully have this work. It's not going to. This is really becoming tiresome for me, which is why I'm not putting up very many of these at the moment. But that's going to be just short of 1,800 we scored, didn't we? Just short of 16,000 points. We had a very good one with Hamburg in Germany in there. We got very, very close to our 3rd guess. We didn't do too badly for a lot of the others, except for that last one we were away. But anyway, folks, sorry again for the technical issues. I don't really know what's going on here. It almost doesn't seem no matter how long I take. It seems to be that Geoguessr wants to mess up the last go and then mess up this part as well. But anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll try and fix these problems, and then I will see you all for the next time.